That fool has a crazy ADHD, bro. He's on like Vyvanse and shit. You know that, right?
No, I didn't, guys. Welcome, welcome to episode 3. Welcome back to Elefaded podcast. I am your host Richard Luis, and
Yeah.
wanted to shout out right before we start this episode our sponsors, Glugar. All right, I rolled this blunt right here with Glugar. Didn't spit in it. Didn't have to fucking put the whole wrap in my mouth and around my tongue. I've seen people do that. It's fucking disgusting. I didn't smoke that blunt that day. The homie put a whole wrap in his mouth just to wet it and fucking roll the weed. That was pretty bad. So that's not what I did with this blunt. All right, I rolled it with Glugar. Nicely fine, nicely little rolled blunt right here, and it's not even on. It just went out right now. But another shout out to our sponsor, R&R Clothing. Shout out to the homie Antidote 909. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us. I don't have their shirt with me right now, but the one that I do have, it says "Go outside" right here, my boy, right on the shirt. Go outside, get some sun. All right, R&R Clothing, Glugar. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. Shout out to Stoner System Network for having this podcast on their network as well. So thank you guys. I have a guest today. Our last episode, we interviewed the gym owner in King Cobra MMA over in Downey, Jess. But today, I have my homie Isaac here. He is not only a fighter.
What's up, dog?
He's not only a fighter at the gym, but he's also a teacher. He gives private lessons as well. You know, I've been knowing him for as long as I've been at the gym, so about 5 to 6 years.
Mhm.
Fucking hell, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's 6 years now, dude.
Yeah, 6 years. 6 years. And like Jess said on the last episode, they're reaching their 10-year anniversary. So this, when this episode airs, it's going to be basically that weekend
Yeah.
that they'll have their 10-year anniversary. And aside from him being a fighter, you know, he's an amazing athlete. You know, it's not martial arts that he just did. He did participate in sports in school. He's a great homie, honestly, and it's great to see his journey.
Volleyball, dog.
Yeah, you did volleyball, dog.
Crazy, right?
That was perfect. Perfect.
New
But
to this.
welcome, bro.
Alright. I'm not gonna start with that shit.
Stupid. Welcome to the podcast, bro. I appreciate you being here with us, man.
Thank you, my
Episode
boy.
3, of course, my boy. Reach over that mic real quick, my boy. So, Mr. Isaac, and if you guys don't know his it's not his fighter name, it's his actual name is Isaac De La Paz, but we call him DOP.
DOP.
Who sounds like a fucking hamburguesa, my boy. When you get the number 5, the DOP.
The DOP. DOP, BOT. That shit's
Yeah, there you go. You're gonna have your own burger soon, dog.
You're
You're gonna have your own fucking burger, dog. All right.
Gonna help me with all that
Jess
shit.
is gonna have to help with
We're
setting up the
there's
marketing.
no limits, bro. We're branching
She's-
out everywhere.
She's gonna set the silk screen up to make you a fucking burger on the shirt.
That should be sick if you did.
It's gonna be great.
That's the next idea right there, bro. I love when we start getting these high thoughts. Not even
Bro,
smoking
you're not
yet.
even high yet, and that's how fucking high you are. Let me pass this to you real quick. Hold on.
Bro, I'm scared, bro.
You're not new to this anymore. Oh shit. You can puff on that, bro. Go for it.
Hey, I don't want to drop this shit on you.
No, you're chilling. You could drop it on the table. Don't drop it on the floor, or else fucking my show's gonna get canceled. And the ashtray right here too.
Oh
Here,
fuck.
pull it closer to you. We move this mic real quick. So whenever the fucking thing comes.
Is this custom made?
That's custom made, dog. Shout out to the homegirl.
Yeah, bro.
I so new. There you go. Keep hitting it, dog. Puff on it.
Fuck.
You're good, dog. Don't fucking kill it. Just puff on it, though.
Imagine fucking what is it called? Wu-Tang that shit?
Just Wu-Tang the whole fucking blunt right there. Fuck. You can put it back in the ashtray, bro. You're good. Damn, relax where you're good. You're gonna end up looking like the fool in the ashtray, dog.
Oh,
Like the logo, we got an Elefaded. Shout out to the
Boy,
homie
my
fucking
face is gonna
humorous,
be there
dog.
instead of that shit.
Yeah. Oh, you're stupid. So, just to kind of get into the background of you, bro, right? You know,
Right,
obviously,
right,
like I said, I know you because we've been together. We've been dating
We've
for
been
6
dating
years.
For 7 years now.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in Mexico, but I grew up in Downey, bro. My whole life.
Your whole life? Okay.
Whole life in Downey. When I was younger, we did live with my tia for a while. We had like a big ass house, bro.
Were they in Downey too or no?
Yeah, they were also in Downey.
Okay.
But yeah, my whole life lived in Downey, bro. Like I haven't really gone much, bro. I haven't gone anywhere really.
What schools did you go to in Downey? Like elementary, middle
Oh,
school,
I
and high
went
school?
to when I was younger, bro. So you know, like all the schools that are right next to each other, Real San Gabriel,
Okay.
and then I was at East before it was Doty. So
Okay.
basically, it's Doty Middle School now, and then
You went
Downey
there
High
too?
School.
You went there too?
Yeah.
Damn. There you go. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Oh. Humorous 562.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then Downey High School, and then bro, like now I train at King Cobra in Downey, so
You went to
we're not going anywhere, bro.
You went to
Yeah.
Downey High School though?
Yeah.
Did you start like we said earlier about volleyball? Did you start with volleyball, or did you play any other sports when you were in school?
Bro, I tried out for all of them.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
And I didn't get into any of all right, so look. so here's what happened. So my whole family, they played volleyball
Okay.
in high school.
Okay.
Everyone, bro. Like my older brother, my older sister, and my younger brother.
And you're one
And
of
so-
four, right? One of four siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
I have
go.
4 siblings.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, I tried out for volleyball my freshman year. I was like, bro, I'm gonna make this, bro. Like, no problem, I got it. I already know how to do all this. Bro, they didn't accept me. I was like,
Oh shit.
I was devastated, bro. I was like, I went home. I was like, fuck, my dad's gonna beat my ass. Bro, it's because, like, I came in overconfident, bro. Like, don't ever do that shit, right? I thought I was cooking, but I wasn't, right? And so then,
You were cooked.
I was cooked. I was cooked, bro. And so, yeah, I didn't make the team. And then I tried out for soccer. I would have made the team, but then the coach said my grades were bad.
God damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I was not. I was, bro. It was bad.
That was
during this
freshman year?
That was sophomore year now.
All right.
Sophomore year.
So you were already
And I
being a hood.
Nah, I was already fucking up, bro. Like, we just started, right? Hold on, but I had time to fix it. And so then, yeah, I tried out for soccer. The coach said I didn't have the grades for it, so I was like, fuck, I really gotta like lock in, right? Tried out for cross country. They said I was too slow, bro. Bro, that day my phone had died, and like I had to walk home, and bro, like I was so fucking thirsty the whole walk over there. I was like, bro, like
That was
just
after you
ran,
tried
like,
out?
I was demolished after that run, bro. Like that tryout killed me, just to not like make the team, and I had to walk home after that. I was like, fuck, bro, like
fuck
it was
that
a
shit.
disaster, bro. Disaster.
Yeah, you walked
And
from
then-
Downey to fucking almost by golf and stuff. Downey High School
Yeah.
to golf. Oh fuck that.
Yeah,
It's
kind
a
of like
long
that.
walk.
Yeah.
Shit.
And so then,
That was after you tried out. Fuck.
bro, no water, bro. Straight up. Raw
Just
dogged
fucking
it.
raisin.
Yeah.
Straight fucking pasta on the street, dog.
Yeah.
You were cooked.
And so then junior year, I tried out for volleyball, and I made the team. After like I had to do club though. Like I wouldn't have made the team if it wasn't for that.
Oh, okay.
So I joined club.
In
That
sophomore
summer?
year. Okay.
Yeah, and then I tried out my junior year and I made it. And
Those were the only sports you tried out for? Did you try out for football or anything else?
I was gonna do it, but my mom didn't want me doing it because it was too violent.
don't want to get hurt.
I didn't want my son to get hurt. Poor little brain. Then I joined this shit, like,
What a fucking weird
right?
segue into that, huh? Like, now he's gonna get hurt, but now you're just getting kicked in the head for a living.
That's just what
It's
I
pretty
do now,
fire.
bro. Like,
But you get
I
a
don't
kick,
know, even, like, it just happened, bro.
but it's beautiful. You love it,
I love this shit. I love
Well,
it, bro.
and
Especially with you guys.
and again, you're the second youngest of your siblings. So how was it like? You just mentioned that your sister and your brother older than you,
Mm-hmm.
that they played volleyball. How was like the home life for you guys? Like, were you guys very? I know that you guys are connected to each other, but I
Mhm.
want you to give a background into that. Were you very connected and in
Like,
sync
close
with your
my family?
siblings? Yeah, well, your siblings mainly.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely, bro. My whole life we've been super close, bro. You should have seen my older sister. We have pictures of when like I was younger, and like in every picture she's just there with me, like
Oh.
squeezing, like but like choking me, like bro, like
She's the oldest,
she
or
was,
your
like,
brother's the
hugging me,
oldest?
like what happened?
Your is she the oldest or your brother's
No,
the
my
oldest?
brother.
Okay.
Mitch.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, my oldest brother.
Got you.
He's the oldest. Yeah. So then, yeah, like my whole life, my sister's, she looked out for me, man. And she always took care of me, and with whatever I needed, both like emotionally and like in just the sport, trying to get me to like keep going to school, trying to get me to like keep improving, and so she's always looked out, and yeah, man.
Did you
But,
guys go to school together at some point or no?
dude, the year that I was about to go in, they left.
Oh, okay.
At least with my sister, my brother, he was already
He was already, yeah, he was
he
already
was
out.
already in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 5 years older than me. So
So, would you say that you having that, like, because you're still having a social life with your siblings, like you're talking to them and you're getting to share like experiences with people. When you went into high school, knowing that your siblings were going to be there, how did that feel for you? Did you have like a little anxiety about it, or did you already
no, I
have
mean
friends
I
that
was
you would kick it
already
with?
like in school by myself, like
Okay.
growing up, like middle school and all that stuff. So I had friends. I was like, man, I'm gonna be going with my friends. Like I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like I thought it would have been cool, like at least being in high school, like 1 year with my sister,
Yeah.
and my brother. I've been like, all right, that's pretty sick. But
Okay.
dude, yeah, like in my house, like my dad always emphasized
Having each other's
having
backs.
each other, yeah, and like really being family oriented. Because when you're older, like those are the people that you're really gonna be able to fall back onto.
Yeah.
Like of course, like I have you guys, like you guys always got my back. I know
Right,
you guys,
right.
like you guys second family, right? But like they known everything about me, like everything. So they would understand certain things about me from when I grew up, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, he always emphasized that, always be close to your family, like don't get mad at them, like don't hold grudges,
Good.
stuff like that. Like if something happens, all right, we figure it out next day. Like we're not gonna waste time over that, dude.
Yeah.
Like we only got so much time, right? So
And that's good that you get to be you have like that affection with your siblings, because you get to translate that to your friends. You kind of start looking at people the same way.
yeah,
So that's cool.
yeah.
So we talked about your sports, and so volleyball, you did it for junior and sophomore, junior and senior year, right?
Mhm.
And were you, when you went to King Cobra, were you already in college, or were you getting out of high school at that point?
I was already like in college.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
I had just like got out of high school. I was lifting weights. I was staying active, but I was like,
Okay.
dude, like I like competition. Like that's why I like sports. So
But why Muay Thai?
I did boxing for a little bit,
Okay.
right? When I was like middle school, like
Oh, okay.
12, 13, right? And so then I had done it for like a week, dude, like not even that much.
Okay.
Like 1 week. And then my dad was like, "Oh, well, there's this Muay Thai gym like super close. We can go check it out." I was like, "Yeah, let's go. Just go check it out." I was like, "It's pretty fucking sick,
So so the one week that you did in middle school, it's like something triggered in yourself later, like,
Probably. I mean, when I joined the boxing, it's because I wanted to do it.
okay, yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I never did it. Throughout high school, I was just focused more on what I was doing in that time with the sports and volleyball, right?
Then the gym came up.
Yeah. And
That's
then
crazy.
the gym
Fuck.
came up after. So it was like, and I also felt like I had to do volleyball during high school because like my whole family did it,
Okay.
So I
Okay.
was like, all right, those 4 years, it's going to be volleyball.
Yeah.
Like, and so, yeah, like that's why I had club right away. Once I didn't make the team, it was club. So I could get the team.
Okay.
But yeah, tried it out. It was fucking sick, dude. Like, and then that's when COVID hit, right? And then when COVID hit, I couldn't train. I was like, damn. Like, now that I can't do it, I realize how much I really do like it.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting a bag at home, and then I had some just like random MMA gloves, and I would just be hitting the bag at home, fucking around with it. Came back, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna see if coach can get me a fight. He was like, yeah, I can get you a fight, but you gotta train. So, I started training. He's like, all right, you're pretty much ready. Let's do this one in Arizona. And then that's when I fought the first time. It was like the 2-day event.
Yeah.
The first day I fought, bro, I fought 3 times, bro.
The circuit, right?
The what?
Like pretty much like a circuit of fights.
Yeah, you fight until you lose.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking bracket.
It's fucking nuts.
I fought 3 times the first day, bro. And that day my leg got like so fucked up, like it was.
I remember that. I seen your foot. That shit was wild.
It was.
Shit looked like a melon.
Bro, it was
It's fucking
horrible.
nuts.
I couldn't slide my sandals on, bro.
Yeah, it looked like your shit was about to pop.
It was horrible.
You just wanted to hold it
It
and
was horrible.
fucking poke a hole in that shit, dog.
Yeah, I know. And then, bro, and then I go to the to physical therapy after that, right? For my leg, and then I told the guy, I was like, yeah, like the doctor said, it's like kind of like it's badly bruised, right? And that you just need to let it chill, and you have you just get some walking sticks that
Some walkers, yeah.
you're not
Crutches?
stepping on it, crutches, right? And then
Or a walker. Fuck it.
or walker, dog. Damn, that's crazy. If they had me on a walker, bro, dude, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, really? And so then the crutches, right? And then anyways, the guy was like, bro, nah, this shit's fucked up. Like, he's like, what are you doing here? Go back to the hospital, bro. They should have given you something to bring the inflammation down. Bro, like, that shit was painful. Like, the way I felt like the blood pushing down to my leg, bro, it was,
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
bro, I could only walk like, I'd be in my living room. I walked to my living room to the bathroom, and that walk from right there, bro, was just so
Fucking
painful because
hell.
of all the blood pressure going to that leg.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, I had to lay back down. I had to elevate it. There's no way.
The Arizona competition, was that where you won a belt?
No.
No? Okay.
That one, I lost the championship.
Yeah, but you busted your foot in like the first
Dude, I busted my
first
shit.
fight,
No,
right?
it was the third fight
the third
that I
fight.
really busted it.
Yeah.
It was a hard fight, and we were just going
But
like,
again,
kick
that
for kick, bro.
that leg was fucking, it was crazy, dog. So I'm surprised that you still
Bro, we bought a kid's pool,
oh my god.
put
dude.
ice in it, and we tried bringing the inflammation down that night. We were like, bro, like,
Let's do
we got to
something with
try.
this
We
one,
do
dog.
something with it. And then I went to sleep with ice around my leg, right, with towels and shit. And then it still wasn't down. Bro,
Fuck.
it gone up, bro. It got worse overnight with all that ice. And so then I was like, damn. I was like,
What do
well,
we do?
we were like, all right, well, just to get rid of the pain, why don't we just put something to numb it, you know? And so we thought just maybe putting something to numb it, and bro, still hurt.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do.
Well, you're a trooper for still going out
Yeah.
there to fight on that, dog. That's you got a lot of balls on you, dog, because that's fucking
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah.
So
You know,
My-
I was like, I made it this far. I gotta try it.
yeah, that's good. You were 19 when you first fought.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. So you trained for a year, and then decided to jump into it,
No.
and around there or no?
Was it? No, I was. I don't think it was 18. I think it was 18.
You were 18,
He was 18, yeah.
I think I was 18.
but you trained for more than a year before you
No.
started. Yeah, you
I trained for like
it
what?
was a few months.
6 months? 5 months?
Yeah, because in the
Before I went to when I went to Arizona.
You had signed up before
Yeah.
the pandemic, and then
Mhm.
you came back. So I think with everything, it would probably be a year.
A year?
it was
Yeah,
like
you
six.
trained for the USMTO from the day you came back.
Then I guess a year.
And again, never
Yeah.
did it as a kid,
But
but-
no.
and you jumped right into it. That's fucking.
But I did a lot of extra work, like when I was at home though.
No,
'Cause
no,
I
yeah.
knew I wanted to to fight. You know, I was like, if I'm gonna do it, like, wouldn't it make sense to just do more? You know, like
Yeah.
at home too. And so I would do that, and I enjoyed it. So I was like, I just want to get as good as possible, like fast. Like,
Well, I think your story's cool though too, bro, because you jumped right in. You literally like skyrocketed into it. Like
dude,
you.
yeah, I did.
I know it was like a culmination of a year, but in reality, it was less than a year because the pandemic hit right after, and we just kind of started training on our own for a bit.
Yep.
You guys started getting into the gym more consistently,
Yeah.
and so I think it's I admire you for jumping into it so fast and just being like, "Fuck it, let's go do it."
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
And so, since then, when you first,
That's with water. Yo,
this was already fake.
this fool.
It's like
this
for my
cotton mouth
lips.
is crazy.
You said my lips. Let me get the blunt real quick again, Dag. So,
Feels like I got that glue on my lips right now.
Glugar. Sponsored by Glugar. No more spitting in your blunts. No more putting the wrap in your mouth. Glugar. So when you first came into the gym, right?
Yeah.
Did you already come in with the idea that you wanted to fight, or was it just like, I just want to see what happens?
Oh, the first time?
Yeah.
No, it was just I wanted to come check it out. I'm telling you, my dad suggested it.
Suggested the gym to you.
He brought
Yeah.
me there.
Ándale,
He
vámonos.
said, ándale, vas a aprender. And so,
You guys got to meet
bro,
his
I
dad.
can see
dog.
my
That was
dad doing
funny
that
as
shit
fuck.
though. Hey, he knew what he was doing, huh?
That was animated as fuck, dog. Every movement is like a fucking straight anime. It's a meme.
Nah, dude.
Like he's doing a TikTok meme right there, dog.
He loves watching Chavo de Ocho.
That's why. Yeah, that explains a lot.
That's that. You said that right. That just explains a lot.
So, when you started doing these competitions and shit,
Yeah.
and I'm only asking to kind of get into like the brain of a fighter, okay? So, because I personally have seen you go through these experiences, right? When you started training and started saying, all right, I want to start doing competitions, what changed for you? Like, what I mean by that, and not to make it such a broad question, did you see yourself not talking to your friends as much? Did you see yourself not really wanting to prioritize maybe having a relationship? Did you find yourself just solely focused on training and fighting rather than trying to see if you wanted to get a balance of both? Like, did you see yourself going through a change at that point?
When I first started, bro, I wanted my friends to train with me. But
Okay.
like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm down," but like everybody says they want to do it, but
Your friends from high school.
to get in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be sick if we all learned how to do it.
Yeah.
Cause I thought it was dope, and I was like, bro. I was like, I think they'll find this shit dope too, right? And they do. Like now they watch like UFC and all that shit, right? But yeah, I think what happened was I started doing some fight camps, and I would start cutting weight. And I realized, bro, like most of the events that we do and times that we'd hang out, there was always food, you know? And so I was like, damn, like it's kind of tough for me to go out right now when I'm like in a deep cut.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't want to be around, you know, temptations like that, because like if I'm hanging out with them like every 3 days or every weekend, you know,
It
it's
fucks
like,
everything up.
it's like I only have so much willpower, you know, so it's best to just not even be around that sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I just noticed sometimes I would start separating myself a little bit more during like hard weight cuts, or when I would have like a year full of just competing where it's like every 2 months, right? Especially when I was starting, because when you're starting, there was so much competition, because everybody's like starting and like there's a low record.
Yeah.
Like now to find a fight, it's a little harder. You know, it's like every maybe 5 months, every 6 months. But yeah, like it wasn't part of the plan of like all right, I have to cut some people off. But well, I guess it was, because
Well, because you got more focus on what you wanted to do.
I had to, like it wasn't like an idea I came in with. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know I was gonna make this sacrifice.
It's not a vindictive thing. It's just like, this is the sacrifice I have to make
Yeah,
if I want to start
exactly.
competing.
Yeah, and
Eh,
so
uh-huh.
I didn't know about the weight cutting either. I didn't
Yeah.
know how hard that was gonna be when I first started. I was like, all right, I like fighting. All right, hit 132. Fuck. That shit,
Damn.
like that shit killed me, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, we always made it happen, and it's been good so far.
Yeah, it's good. And have you, at these competitions, like, you know, you're fighting your opponent, obviously, and it's wartime. It's not nothing friendly about it. Like, especially like leading up to it, it's like you're fighting somebody, so you have to be prepared. You have to know that the other person's training to fuck you up too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, after these fights, have you found yourself getting closer to like your opponent and like not making a friendship out of it, but do you see yourself respecting them a lot more, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe not looking at each other as an opponent at like afterwards.
Bro, like there's been so many times where like there'll be so much, like you wanna take the guy's head off, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to do the same. Like they're trying to embarrass you or make you look bad in front of your whole family.
Yep.
So there's a lot that goes into that, going into the fight and how you train, and so like there's so much animosity for a person you don't even know, and then after the fight it's like, all right, bro, like we're cool now. There's never been like, oh fuck, well, actually there has been a couple of times.
Yeah.
Actually there's been a couple of times, but for the most part it's always respect.
Yep.
Like guys that are just like dickheads, bro, like, all right, you do your thing, but you're not gonna get the respect from a lot of people.
Yeah.
So don't expect people to have your back, and a lot of that, comes down to community. What kind of like people are you pulling near you? I don't want to have bad energy like that around me.
Yeah.
So
And with these competitions too, I know you said like we ain't going nowhere, dog. We're in Downey, but I mean you've traveled. You went to Arizona. You've been to Sacramento before too, right?
no.
What was that fight in?
That was
like Fresno. That was Fresno, right?
Fresno.
Yeah,
I've been to.
You've been in New York too, right? Yeah.
That one was crazy.
So how were these? Well, I know Arizona's like it's practically desert.
Yeah.
But in New York,
yeah.
how did you enjoy that? Did you get to see anything in New York while you were there?
Yeah, it was dope in New York, bro. But the thing was, like, I was cutting when I first got there.
Oh, okay. You couldn't eat nothing.
Well, we had some sushi, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll make the weight, like, no problem. I didn't know about going keto yet, right? And so I was like, all right, let me just eat some sushi, and then I won't eat anything, until the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
And then the weigh-ins are the next day, bro. I didn't lose a single like gram of weight, bro.
Fuck.
While I slept. And so that next day I was over like 2 pounds.
Oh shit.
And I was already skinny, bro. Like my weight's not dropping because like my body doesn't want to lose anymore.
Yep.
I'm already skinny. And so then we had to like put the sauna suit on, start sweating, bro, and like fucking get to it. Bro, no wind. It was just like straight sun like beaming on me. Like insane.
Just getting cooked in your fucking
getting
suit.
cooked.
Yeah.
I'm over there running and shit, and then I started doing some fucking high knees, and the coach is like, all right, kicks. I'm like,
fuck.
like dying, bro, like hard as fuck, right? And bro, I'm like running and shit, right? Like I'm like
fucking like the ashtray.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that for right now. Coach, I can't no more. Fuck.
I'm new to this.
It's like my 16th
I'm
time
new
fighting.
to this.
Nah, but
Fuck.
bro, I was like running and I was like dying, right? Like you can see it on my face.
Yeah.
And bro, my opponent walks like by me, bro, and I just fucking lock in, bro. Like I just wasn't this fool 1 second ago. Like I'm like dying and I see him. I was like, oh shit. Like, nothing happened, dude. And so then we end up making the weight, bro. Tell me why? Like I'm like 2 pounds under the weight now, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I lost 2 more pounds than what I needed.
Do you get penalized for that or no?
No.
You don't.
But I lost like 4 pounds, bro. Like
Sucks,
4 or
dude.
3 pounds, like in
Yeah,
a
you're
matter of
fucking
like an hour.
Dehydrated as fuck.
Peeled, bro. Yeah. Shit all wet. Ended up having to use my dad's underwear for the weigh-in
Fucking
photos.
hell, dude.
Bro, that shit was...
It was
She
brutal.
knows.
It was brutal.
Dude.
Created a rule.
We created a rule after that, bro. The underwear were loose as fuck. Like, I felt like they just needed a hole in there now. Like, they look like... I just found them in the trash can. It was so bad. It was so bad. I took the weigh-in photos like that. It was, like, live streamed. They took photos, everything like that. And then, yeah, I fought that day. Well, the next day. But, bro, I don't know why. That fight, I was terrified. I didn't want to... I wasn't ready for that one.
Why were you terrified?
I feel like I didn't train hard enough.
Okay. So
And
just
so
the
that- yeah.
preparation part.
It's preparation.
Okay.
And I realized that's when, like, when you're prepared, you feel excited going into the fight, right? And then when you're underprepared, you feel nervous. And they kind of feel the same, right? Like, if you're excited about something, you feel, like, accelerated. When you're nervous, you feel, like anxious,
Yeah.
you know? But it's like it all comes down to preparation. That's why now, when I like have a fight, it's a full speed, full power. Like there's no holding back.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And I think it's the reason why I asked like why or not why or like how the mentality is of you know when you're prepping for a fight. It's because you are isolated and you're like focused on preparing, and like sometimes you don't even fucking. I wouldn't say you don't want to listen to your coach. You just don't want to listen to anything. You're just literally focused on yourself in the full fight, and you're trying to do the best in your head to be like I don't care what nobody's telling me right now. I'm gonna fucking keep going until I feel in tip top shape, and I want to go for it. So once you come out of that, does it take a while for you to come back to reality? In a sense, like once you kind of come out of that focus on like, all right, this fight's done. Like I need to relax for my own self, for my own fucking, you know, self health.
Yeah, like definitely like the week after I don't do any training, so it's just me and I
And
guess
yourself.
a normal life.
Yeah.
Right, without training, without weight cutting, and so sometimes it's a little weird because. Yeah, like, I'm like, damn, without the training, what is there, you know, right now? Because I have so much free time.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, so then what I need to be doing school, you know, I need to be figuring maybe a brand, you know, something that I can also work for, you know. I think school right now is something I want to do.
Right.
You know?
Because you're trying to look for something.
I want to finish, you know? And so... Yeah, I think about that, like, especially when I'm not in the fight camp. When in fight camp, it's just fight. That's it. That's all I need to think about. Obviously, need to be getting money, so like PTs and stuff like that. Teaching classes, but definitely it's weird when I finish the fight camp and I'm like, yeah, I need to keep going to school. I need to keep staying active in other areas than just fighting, you know?
Yeah.
But obviously giving my full attention to fighting still.
Right. And I asked that too because, like I said, I've seen you throughout the years, you know, and these fight camps are all different. But now I feel like you've came to a space where you know what to do. You know what to do and you know what not to let get in your head anymore. And I only say that because, you know, when you're focused on the fight, like there's no time for, you know, like even laughing is something, or like, dude, I'm trying to be super serious right now. Like, I need to focus on this fight. But I think like you found your middle ground for it. Like now you do take it serious, but you don't let other things like affect you as much. Like you just know that it's just on the sideline. Like it's, you know, it's there. And it's not something that's going to make you fucking get pissed off or anything. Like you're like, all right, cool. Like I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that you're finding your middle ground for that, bro, because it's important. I mean,
the balance.
The balance is important. You don't want to lose sight of what you got going on, you know, after your fight camps and after your fights. So I think that's great that that you have that already in your mentality too. So that's good. And I'm looking forward to seeing you doing your brand too. I know you've talked to me about you know, not just shirts or anything, but you want to build a brand for yourself, because that's gonna carry you. It's not that fighting won't carry you, but you know, that's your ownership of what you have. Like your brand is what you're gonna carry on with you throughout your life.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's good that you're thinking about that too. And what's a misunderstanding about, because you're in it, right? So you're in the fight game, but what's a big misunderstanding that people have about wanting to be a fighter? Like, because I feel like, I mean, it's a biased opinion too, because it's what I experience. I feel like people find it as like it's something they can just get into right away, but like everybody's story is different. You got into it and you kept with it, you know, and you were already in sports and you were still being, you were still in shape.
Yeah.
But do you feel like people tend to think that fighting is just like something you could just hop into and do? Do you feel like people just have a misunderstanding of like how a fighter's life really is? Because I'm only saying that compared to TV. I mean, look at the UFC guys and look at One Championship guys. Like they on the outside, I'm not saying I don't know their life, but on the outside, you're only looking at them from a screen. You don't know what else is going on in their life, you know?
Mhm.
So, like, what do you think people may have a misunderstanding about fighting?
Well, you really have to like it.
Yeah.
You really do, because you're gonna be doing it a lot,
Every day.
like,
Every hour.
without missing.
Yeah.
You know, and even when you're tired, you still gotta go in the morning. You know, without missing, like it's mandatory. You know, but I think people also are not ready for the weight cut. 'Cause
Yeah. It's
that
fucking
one
tough.
it stops it before you're just training, right? You're doing 2 hours maybe. Maybe you're doing 1 hour in the morning, 2 hours at night. If you're doing that and then when you start the weight cut, well now when you go home, you also got to be thinking about getting
what
ready
you're doing
for
at
the fight.
home. Yeah.
And when you go out with your friends, you got to be thinking what you're gonna do in the fight, right? Especially if it gets closer. All you're thinking about is your opponent, right? Why would it's kind of hard? It's you can't get your mind off the mission because if you do, you start getting distracted, and you stop really like almost like visualizing the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to visualize a lot, so I'm always thinking about okay, this how it's gonna go, you know, kind of give myself like different possibilities of what can happen, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
but always positive possibilities. I don't think about the negative ones.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
So would you say that people?
People underestimate the weight cutting,
Okay, there you
the
go.
amount of consistent hours that you have to do without missing, and you just really have to like it, bro.
So in a broad sense, you feel like they
And
underestimate
support,
the
and support, a lot of support.
support
You
for
do-
sure.
You do need family support.
You feel like they underestimate the sacrifice a lot then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of time that goes into it too, guys. And I also wanted to ask you, so now that you've you've been fighting for about 4 years straight
Mhm.
now, right? So
No, like
or 5
5, 6,
5 years straight. We're gonna say 5
5.
5 years straight.
Mhm.
So like now coming into the gym, like because now you're teaching, you're giving your experiences to like a kids class now. You're doing private lessons and stuff like that. Aside from just being a fighter, do you also like being a teacher? And like I know this also helps you pay the bills, but do you see yourself wanting to start eventually teaching people as like your side, your not your side hustle but your side gig? Like, do you like
No, I
actually
like
teaching the
it.
kids
Yeah,
class and
dude.
shit?
I do like it, and I have a lot of patience with that too. It is a lot of patience because it's just like repeating with them, you know. But no, yeah, I do enjoy teaching the kids, man. Like some of the kids are funny, dude. Like the stuff they say is like, bro, it's like the most random stuff, but it's funny, yeah. And yeah, like the parents are cool too. You know, some of the parents come up to me and they're like, hey, you know, thanks for teaching my son. You know, like
Okay.
um, it's either because like Jess told me before, one of the kid, you know, doesn't have many friends out of school, and
Yeah.
so this gives him like a little community where everybody's cool, everybody's the same. We're doing all the same sport. You're getting matched up with different people. I want them also to talk to each other. Sometimes they're like, oh, I don't have a partner. Well, go talk to somebody,
Right.
right? Like, I'm not just there to like, all right, all right, put them together. Just focus on that. I don't care about the kids, you know. I try to like kind of like almost mentor them too, you know, some life lessons that they could
Yeah.
use that would help them.
That's good.
So, I like to set that environment.
And do you also carry? Well, I've never asked, but do you also give PTs to adults?
Yeah.
How's that going in the sense like do you feel like I feel like there's never a difference between a kid and an adult when you're training them because it's like
Oh, it's easier with adults.
it's easier with adults.
Yeah.
Okay, because I hear
Like,
mixed
if
reviews.
I can teach a kid, I can teach an adult. You know,
Yeah,
like with kids, it's just like they just get distracted all
your
the time.
squirrels like fucking Jess said the last episode.
Yep.
They're just fucking they're zooming.
They're like They're like a chihuahua or like some shit like that.
That's crazy. You're saying that because we're fucking Hispanic? That's crazy, dog.
Yo,
That's wild, dog.
I've taught chihuahuas my whole life, bro.
And so like with teaching adults, do you feel like how can I put this? Because my question is kind of formulating around like because I see the difference between training a kid and an adult, because obviously you're mentoring this child. Then with an adult, I feel like sometimes you're kind of breaking them out of their shell. Do you kind of feel the same way?
Well, yeah, like a lot of people, they overthink it, and like a lot of people are coming out of work, and well, that routine of just like working and maybe hitting the gym, and so when we're pushing them to the max, when they're like really tired,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of like see like this like side of them where it is almost like, you know, childlike, where it's like, oh, like you really push them to limits, like now like they're all happy and they're talking to you after,
Yeah.
and everybody's like having a good time, like no filter, you know, because you're in that state where it's like, bro, you're almost like delusional, bro, like you're so tired, you're like, bro, what's going on? You know. Like,
I'm
you know,
fried.
I'm like done, dude, like I can't even think, bro. So like whatever comes out is who I am, you know, and you kind of get that like when you're sometimes finished doing a PT, or you just finished like doing hard set on the pads and they're tired and they're just like, you know, having a good time, just chatting it up.
Good.
And it's always good vibes, bro.
That's
Especially
perfect.
the people I've taught so far, it's always been cool.
And do you want to keep pursuing more private lessons with like with different people? Like, well, obviously, you know, to build,
Mhm.
you know, you're building your income with it, but do you see yourself continuing to keep doing private lessons? What I'm asking.
Right now, yeah.
Okay, good.
That's what yeah, right now, yeah. I'm gonna keep doing it.
And so like right now, right? In this point of your life. Are you gay? No, I'm just kidding. In
comment.
this point of like, and I keep reiterating that I'm only speaking from experience, from seeing you, you know, throughout the years that we've known each other. How do you see yourself balancing, you know, life with everything happening for your fight career now? Like, how is it help? You know, what things are helping you to like still follow fighting and pursuing your passion to fight? Like, do you have the opportunity to keep doing this? Like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Mm.
like obviously, like you have opportunities to keep doing this, and you know, do you feel like the pressure and the stress is a lot less now because you've been through it more, or do you still feel like you still find yourself in those moments where you're like, I'm still fucking, you know, maybe anxious, or I kind of want to isolate again? Like, how do you kind of deal with going into the deep end for stuff like that?
I've never, well, now, definitely before, I went through a period where I did
Yeah.
completely isolate.
Yeah.
Not, I didn't go out with my friends, dude, I barely talked, bro. It was crazy. It was so crazy that going back after the fight camps, that it was like, it was hard for me to get back into like social dynamics, bro. Like I couldn't, it just didn't feel natural anymore.
Yeah.
Almost. And but now I find it a lot more easy. You know, I don't have that stress or anxiety like I did before.
Yeah.
Definitely it got easier, and I actually enjoy it more, you know, than I did. It almost like I went through a period where I enjoyed it at the start, I kind of lost it in the middle, and then I found it again.
Yeah.
You know, why I first joined in the first place.
Well, you found out how to do it for yourself. You know, like
Yeah, exactly that too.
and like an example would be like, not to make a long story out of it, but I've been doing music for like 10 years, but it's been on and off, right? A lot of it at the beginning, it was like the same thing. It was super fun, you know, being able to step into a studio, be with your friends, and luckily I had friends who were doing it too. I think as I got into it more, I think I kept having like a, what kind of syndrome do they call it? Like an imposter syndrome about it. Like I thought I was gonna be like fucking a celebrity in like a year, and like I thought that me having to focus solely on music and nothing else first was gonna get me there. And for a while, it got me to cool points, but I noticed that my, my outside life, it fell off. Like even with family,
Like it wasn't worth it.
it just was. I think at a certain point, it just didn't become worth it anymore because I still love to do it. Don't get me wrong. I never did music for validation. I did it because I liked it,
Yeah.
and it became a love for it. But I did go through a period where I didn't want to talk to friends. If you weren't doing music, I didn't want to talk to you. Like it was a real diva moment. Honestly, it was pretty whack. But I think once, right before the pandemic in 2019, and literally right March of 2020, right before it started, I was already in a good space for like doing events and like being able to be social with people. So I think it was going cool. As soon as the pandemic hit, shit went out the window. But I think it gave me a moment to understand that I didn't want this to be something that just controlled me. I wanted to do it because I loved it. And I think being able to go to the gym, with you guys, and going to hang out with family again, and just making friendships at the gym as well and everything, I think it helped bring my passion towards it back again. And just know that not only that you're talented with it, but I just knew that I loved it, and I knew that I wasn't going to stop doing it anymore. Like it was just something that's a part of me. And so I think I enjoyed finding the balance for that because when you're in that mentality where it's just like solely starving artists, starving fighters, starving whatever type of journey you want to take into it, it becomes very hard when you get isolated. And some people make it out, don't get me wrong. I mean, you end up finding geniuses that have just solely been focused on that one thing. But I think finding a balance for yourself is always I feel like it's a lot more better because you get to not stress about things so much. You get to actually enjoy your life.
Yeah.
And so
it's kind of tough when you're wasting so much time on it,
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we're not wasting time, right? You're working on what you love, and you're trying to do something big for yourself.
Yep.
But it's like at the cost of like really like friendships, like relationships with people. You don't want to isolate so much to where you can lose those relationships.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and like you think sometimes like, was it worth it? Was it not? So I definitely think having the balance, even makes you, like how you said, you like brought passion back into it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the stuff comes out better that way.
Oh, hell yeah, for sure.
It's like that touch. It stops becoming so like, kind of like monotone. It kind of puts like your own unique flavor to it. Like your music sounds like your music. Sometimes when I feel good, and when I'm fighting, it comes out a little bit more like flow. Like, oh,
yeah,
fuck, like I didn't know I could do that. Like type shit. So it's cool when you actually have that like passion to do it, because then it's you.
Yeah.
There's life in it.
You feel like you found your passion in it now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. Dude, I love it. Like I told you, I like it more now, And like right now, I don't see myself stopping.
Yeah.
To keep it real with you, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Good.
And for as long as I can, and I'm always conscious about my health too. Try to stay healthy, take care, do recovery and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that I can keep doing it, because that's the plan right now.
Fool, I feel like this fucking ashtray, dog. I'm just
I know. Yo, like my eyes are like,
I'm like red eye right now. I'm looking at your red eyes and I'm like, fool, are those mine or his? Fuck.
Have we been locked in, bro? We've
All
been
right.
locked in, like
Dog,
right here, tunnel vision.
at the start of this at the start of this podcast, like we were up here smoking. Then we're just like, bro.
Bro, like by the end of the interview, we're gonna be like this. Hey, bro. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh no. Nah. Interference, dog. Here,
Yo,
I
hold
got
on.
you, dog.
Pause. Yo, go to commercials, bro.
Got it, dog. You got it. You gotta clip it, dog. You gotta clip it, dog.
Yo, what's this contraption, dog? I'm high as fuck right now.
Clip it on.
Alright. I think I can do it, bro. Oh, wait, wrong
You
way.
gotta let it grow first.
During these sponsored times, Glugar rolled and where the fuck's the blood? Oh, it's right here.
Give me a second.
Glugar
Keep going, keep going.
got to roll all your blunts and your joints with
Oh, we're
Glugar.
back, dog.
No spitting and no fucking
Here,
licking your
I'm
wraps.
gonna go back up. Let's reset. Quick reset.
We ended up right here. Oh shit. No, but so let's get out of the serious moments.
Yeah.
Right?
Weirdo.
It's all right, fool. You know, I only
Nah,
ask
just
you
kidding.
this. I only ask you this stuff because, I think it's important for people to see relatability to things. You know.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's dope because you get to fucking. You know, you're a fighter. You're gonna be promoting yourself. You know, people get to see a different side of like what you actually go through as a fighter.
Mhm.
That's why I like getting more personal about things, so that people just don't think like fucking you're just this fucking robot.
Right.
You feel me? You're a high robot now. So, all right, now let's get back into some experiences with each other, dang. So, Isaac went. I'm not gonna say Isaac went to my birthday party when I was living in Norwalk, and
Okay.
I don't even think he remembers that night because he just said, "Oh, okay."
I think I remember that day.
I didn't even see who opened it. Who opened the door, die. Well, fucking.
Don't open it, bro. It's the feds.
Don't open it. Party culture. So, like, do you like playing beer pong? Do you like? Oh shit, that's it. We got it. What up, Mike? What's up, phone? It was going.
Okay. Knock him out.
Where'd the blunt go, fool? Oh shit. Oh shit. Go took it.
Jess has it.
Go just took it.
Jess is like.
Party culture. What do you like playing for drinking games?
I just play beer pong, to be honest, bro.
Beer pong?
You be playing that many drunk games like that.
What are the games that you played?
I mean, I be playing pool table drunk.
Okay. So
I
what?
like that.
Make a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
ball and fucking take a shot or what?
Oh, not like that. I do remember this one time playing Drunk Uno, though.
Drunk Uno?
The Drunk Uno that I told you about earlier.
You were telling me about that. Oh my god. 30
Dude,
minutes. 30 minutes.
Every single shot, because what happened was there was like different cards, right? And if you got a certain one, I think it was like you pick. But they
what to
put
do?
like 40 you pick cards in there. So every time it got to coach, all right, everybody take a shot of whiskey. I was like, God dang.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, and it was Big John too was in there, and then Jacob. And
That's when the Johnny Walker came out.
that's when it was Jameson.
Oh, Jameson. Yeah, they fucking. I still wonder where they got those fucking bottles from.
They got
They were
like,
huge. They were jugs. It's fucking disgusting.
well, the one that we got was like a medium one, but everybody was done in like 30 minutes, bro.
What was I gonna ask? I thought it was funny seeing at the party, dog, because I remember that was like the first. It was the first year of knowing the people at the gym, and I think
that was the first time we went.
yeah. It was the first time that I had you
We,
guys like
partied
out.
together or
Yeah.
something like that, huh?
It was the first year being at the gym. I think I had met a handful of people, even like the older, not the older, but the more vetted classmates that were there, but that later left, like fucking Lobo and Vic and Gloria's still there. I'll fuck her up right now, guy. Caesar, like all
Yeah.
all those like Big John had just came in. Daniel, obviously all the people that we still kick it with. Yeah,
Daniel started at the same time.
yeah. So I
We
think
got us three, right? Around.
I think we came in. I think we came in like like
He's just scratching
two.
at the window.
He was like, "Please let me in."
Bro, it's like my freaking cats tomorrow when they're trying to get in, they just be like scratching the window.
Fool, do you hear your cat's fuck outside? Fool, I heard they fucking go crazy, dog.
Who told you that?
Bro, have you ever heard a cat? I mean, I'm sorry for bringing this on the fucking podcast, but I've heard cats have sex before. It's fucking like, it's sad, dog. Like they're fucking just going like crazy, dog. I'm like, damn, fool, they're fucking killing that fool.
Yo, I thought that meant they're like they're fighting, no?
I don't know, dog. It doesn't sound pleasant at all, dog. It's sad, dog. Like
That's when cats fight, no? They start
it's a little bit of both.
It's a little
Fucking
bit of
biting
both.
each other, bitch. That's
On
when
the
they
neck.
Oh. Yeah, no, we started partying early, but yeah, that was the first year that I invited people to the house, and dude, it was crazy because right after that, we all started hanging out at. Oh fuck! Oh, that shit looks crazy.
Oh, shit.
I would damn.
You know how to do the tornado? Like,
I don't, bro. But
should I try
that's
it?
pretty tight. Should you try it? Go ahead, fool. Wu Tang it.
Like this, look.
It didn't do shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think we all started partying together like back to back every weekend after that, dog. Oh, fool, you got it, fool. Screw it back, screw it back, screw it back, fool. Screw it back, screw it back. You got it, dog. Come on, dog.
Yo.
Fool, you're fucking up our gear, dog. You're gonna get me kicked out again, dog. Fuck, dog. Swear. I barely got this show, dog. Please.
I'm new to this.
I barely got this show. Fool, don't fucking get me kicked out already, dog. Fuck. No, but yeah, we started kicking it more and more afterwards. I mean, I'm not gonna mention the group that we have, but we do have a friend group. We do.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
Do have that.
disgusting.
Disgusting is crazy.
I think it's funny that we all just started meshing well with each other, and like it didn't become a thing where people are just doing their own shit at the gym. You know, it was tight to just kick it with homies.
Like, I think it's a nice community, bro.
Yeah.
We're not too crazy, right?
Nah, we just scare
Never.
people. We scare people at the gym all the time.
Bro, we terrified.
Yeah. I think we're how can we explain our gym culture? So like
Yo, what the fuck's going up with this blunt, bro? I've never
she looks
seen
crazy,
that.
huh? That shit looks tight as fuck, dog. I think you laid it down perfectly in the ashtray to where it looks like that.
It looks like, have you ever seen those waterfall things?
Yeah, that's what fucking humans are saying right now. Yeah.
That shit, it looks like that.
Food, that looks like that food looks like you right now, dog. I'm telling you, dog. You look like you're looking at the waterfall, like. Shout out to ISO New with that ashtray, dog.
Yo,
But-
I want one. I want an ashtray.
We'll get your Instagram page so you can hit her
But
for
I
a
want
custom
your
one.
face on there with the noodle.
Let's see if I think she could do it, dog. I'm pretty sure she could do it.
Right? Sick, dog.
Fucking there was another question I was gonna ask. So, well, let's see how you feel about it. What if they made a promotion for cannabis and Muay Thai? Would you
Cannabis and Muay Thai.
would you participate in it? You know how they did like smokers roll for fucking BJJ in Vegas one time?
At my game, like, bro, my dad would not let me do that shit.
Food
Like-
just
Like, I'm not making it to the fight, bro. I'm gonna have a fight before the fight. Why would I do that?
food. It's alright if we just tell them it's gonna be fine. Tell them that it's me inviting you. No, he for sure wouldn't let you go.
Bro, I'm gonna be knocking at your door because I'm gonna get kicked out, bro. Let me in.
Let me in, please. My dad's not letting me go.
Motherfucker.
Oh shit. Now another thing I was gonna mention too is like I really do hope. I'm a very not a business oriented person, but I like starting things. It's fucking gay. I like starting things. I like being involved in like business ventures and shit like that. Like this is a passion project too, but this can be considered a business venture.
Mhm.
Fucking collaborating with the gym on videos is you being a fighter for the gym is a business venture. I really do hope that promotions do come into play at the gym soon, because I feel like it's not just you getting to know the fighter community, you're just getting to know the community as a whole now, because you're getting to meet other like kids' parents that have been into this sport for a long time. They get to collaborate with us on just knowing about the gym.
Yeah.
The promotions brings more obviously brings more people to the city, and they get to see eyes on us too. But I think that's what it is. I like networking with people. I really like networking with people and making friends. So I'm really fingers crossed that that happens soon, and that we can get to be more involved in like what goes down. Would you see? Do you see yourself?
I wish we could do that too, man.
Do you see yourself wanting to do like besides being fighting in the promotion? Do you see yourself wanting to experience like what goes down on the back end for stuff like that?
For events?
Yep.
Nah, not really.
Do you find it stressful?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't interest me.
Got you.
I mean, I like business, right? But that one, I mean, it's not like a specific one. I'll be like, hey, I want to do that.
Well, fool, if you talk to more people, you get more sponsors.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if Jess does it, like, we want to support,
Yeah.
So, I'm going to be working.
Yeah,
I'm working for the free, bro. That's crazy.
Let me get a cut water, please.
Fucking, it's just Rich coming every time, too.
What up?
Let me get a cut water, bro.
Let me get a cut. Like the fuck. Have you seen that meme with the paralysis demon? Like, oh, so for that wants an extra hit of your cig, and it's fucking just some fool in the dark. Let me get a hit, bro. No, I didn't bring my cigarettes either, bro. You got a lighter? That's gonna be me at the fucking bar. Let me get a cut water, bro. Can you give me the bigger cup, real quick? I got a 5 later for you if you hook me up.
It's Rich like, hey, bro, just like don't charge me, bro.
Don't charge. Fool, don't worry. I already paid Jess. Don't worry.
I already sold Jess.
I sell Jess already. Full
Shit,
cheer. Look,
before
it's right
there.
here. It's right here.
Whoa, that's Photoshop.
It's an old picture and shit.
It's like, hold this, bro. Bro, that literally says 2024. Literally.
It's fine. She said I could still get it. What else? What else was I gonna ask you? Maybe it might be a personal question, but I'm just curious to see if you would answer. How's the dating life been affecting you, like while you're pursuing these passions? Like, do you find yourself being able to find people who understand like what you are doing with your time, and still be able to have a person to talk to on the side, like a partner?
Yeah.
Do you feel
the first time that I had gotten in a relationship during the time I was fighting, right? I didn't know how to manage my time with the relationship, right?
Okay.
Let alone like taking it seriously, right? And so it was kind of hard for me, especially when I was in fight camp. Like, dude, I was tired. Like, I did not want to eat anything. I didn't want to talk, bro. Like, I would isolate myself too, And so I didn't find it. I didn't want to hang out during the week. Maybe like one day out of the week. And it was like, obviously that's not a lot of time. Especially if you're like if somebody that takes you seriously, and the person's only able to give them one day out of the week.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't make sense, right?
It's hard, man.
It doesn't make sense. And so I definitely think like I'm finding more of a balance now. Like, I can understand it.
Yeah.
But right now, like, I'm not like, all right, I want to get into a serious relationship. Like right now, like, I enjoy Muay Thai. I still, if I want to go on a date, like, I will go on a date. Like, there's no problem with that.
You found your balance for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not going out and like expecting like a crazy relationship, or
I feel that.
I expect to like follow what I do.
Yeah.
If you have the time, then okay.
And that's the tough part too. Not to carry it on, but I think I've had experiences with different people that I've dated, like where it's the same way, where I'm just like focused on my hobbies, and sometimes that can be a misunderstanding to another person, and you're not trying to hurt feelings or nothing, and you're not trying to do anything like that, but I think once you get to understand it, it becomes easier. Like you said, like it's just a balance that you get to find. Like, you know what you're getting into if you do it.
Exactly.
So yeah, but are there any? I know you have an event coming up, but you want to maybe shout out an event that you have coming up for any fights.
Oh yeah. Well, I have the fight coming up in June 27th.
Okay, where's it gonna be at?
It's gonna be at the Grand Theater,
Which is
Anaheim.
Anaheim. Okay.
The same one. Just was talking to on the second episode.
Yeah, yeah.
The IFS.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it's not gonna be the same one as the guys that are fighting next week.
Yeah. Okay.
This one's June 27th, and it's gonna be a title defense.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
Hell yeah, man.
we're gonna get it, boy.
Well, we're here to support you, dog. And I'm glad you got to come here and just share your story, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming on, man.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, of course, man.
My bad.
Once again, guys, episode 3 Elefaded podcast with Richard Luis. We had Isaac De La Paz. Fool, relax, fool. Let me make sure this is working still.
Shit. Yo, what's the weather?
What's the weather like?
Shit.
Well, to close it out, guys, Richard Luis, Elefaded podcast, episode number 3, here on the Stoner System Network. Shout out again to Glue Guard. Shout out again to R&R Clothing. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Yep. Peace.
I'm ready for